Before you start your YouTube channel, you need to watch this video. My name is Carmen, and I am joined by the OG Marissa Romero in the house, y'all. For anyone who has joined the YouTube channel way back when, Marissa was the very first person that we interviewed on our channel because she had, would you have like 20,000 subscribers at the time?
Something like that.
And she challenged us. She said, you have to record 10 videos. And if you record 10 videos, then I'll let you grace your presence on my channel, basically. But it was the best thing ever because it gave us the initiative that Darius and I needed to start our YouTube channel. So by the end of this video, we are going to share with you the details, the lessons learned, and the things that we wish we knew before starting a YouTube channel. So Marissa, as we dive into this process, tell me first and foremost why you started your YouTube channel.
I was just talking BTS behind the scenes with Darius about this.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'll break it down. Basically, if we go back to 2018, it was April 2018 when I decided to start like going hard with my. So interesting topic or points to know is I started YouTube twice and quit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like I started.
We need all the details.
Yeah. I started in 2016 because I just wanted to vlog. Like this is way before I was an entrepreneur. And I was doing daily vlogs. Like it's kind of embarrassing, but I was doing daily vlogs. Didn't really go anywhere with it, but it was just fun to me.
Yeah.
And then the second time I started was I started talking about entrepreneurial things, entrepreneurship when I learned about network marketing.
Mm-hmm.
Like this was still kind of before, but that was when I knew I wanted to be an entrepreneur. And then I wasn't getting views or subs. So I was just like, okay, well, whatever. But so fast forward to 2018, I was in Thailand as a digital nomad, but I had no clue what I was doing. There was no stable source of income. I had done e-com for a year and a half, and I was done, sold my stores, burnt out with that. And so I was like, well, I had seen people just literally just sharing their knowledge and growing channels. I'm like, how hard could it be? You know what I mean? And so I was like, but I have to make this happen fast. So I grabbed my little 1080p Logitech webcam, which I still use today. And I went hard every single day. Like
not
literally
1080p. Wow.
every day for 60 days.
Wow.
Literally. Like
okay.
I didn't miss an upload.
Yeah. Yeah, and I remember when I first met Marissa, Darius and I, we were at a networking event, and she was like, I'm leaving next week for Bali, and I've sold everything, and I'm out. And we were like, wait, what's your name again? Like, how do you just do this? And that's when Darius and I had recently left our jobs, and you made it possible for us to even just like think about having those type of goals. So I have to definitely thank you for that, because you're the reason why we ended up living in the DR, because we're like, Marissa did it. How hard is it going to be? But the reason why we're sharing this information with you, Wealth Nation, is because we know many of you have hit up Darius and I talking about, I need to obtain financial freedom. I want to leave my job. I want to create a different source of income. And as YouTubers, we have a little bit of information about YouTube. So we thought that we would take a moment to share, like we said, the lessons learned, so that if you are thinking about this strategy as maybe a passive income play, maybe an active income play, whatever it is, so that you at least have a good foundation and maybe direction on how to get started and or continue to sustain your channel. Because Marissa has over 200,000 subscribers. She has 2 channels. At the time of making this video, Darius and I are around 160,000 subscribers, and we both have posted over 400 videos, probably 500 videos. So between 1,000 videos recorded, we have a little bit of information that we can share with you. So what I would say you should know before starting a YouTube channel is, what is the business you are trying to create on the back end? I feel like a lot of times people just create YouTube channels because they want to vlog, for example, and that's fine. But how are you really going to make your income? Because you can't be reliant on AdSense. AdSense meaning the income that YouTube provides you for posting on their platform. I wouldn't be relying on that. If anything, I would try to figure out, if somebody watches my video, what am I going to direct them to do? What information can I share with them that can help them make a better living for themselves? Like, what value can you bring to the table, and try to monetize that? Because again, that's really where your stable income is going to come from if you have a business behind your YouTube channel. I don't know what you think about that.
Well, I think we've both experienced loss of AdSense. And like, oh, this this is true. It's not reliable after all.
Yeah, YouTube can really do this?
It goes
Is this
down.
legal? Yeah. we got videos on this thing and y'all ain't paying us? What's going on? Yeah.
But yeah, we just actually talked about this, how the AdSense is like kind of like a bonus.
Yeah.
Icing on the cake. It's really great revenue to have. But it, you shouldn't rely on it. So yes, definitely second the strategy on what you're going to focus on first, because with YouTube, the cool thing about it is that income streams multiply pretty quickly.
Yeah.
With affiliates, just the back end of your business. We can touch on like brand deals and sponsors, but just like opportunities come.
Totally.
And like it's, not to mention like supercharging your brand awareness and just getting other opportunities that you would never even have thought about before. The next point, after you've thought about like the monetization strategy behind the channel, is definitely think about like the pillars, meaning the content topics behind your channel. Because this is a mistake I see with people just beginning, intermediate YouTubers, and even bigger YouTubers. Something that can stunt a channel growth for a long time is either the content pillars being too focused or being way too wide. And so you have to, I say like 2 to 3 pillars max is kind of the sweet spot, because what those do is it allows you to have a broader topics, but also allows you to go deep into those topics and expand. I mean, you can remix things within those content pillars. You can do even different styles of videos within those, so vlogging, behind the scenes, talking head content. The pillars really do allow you to go wide. And also, I kind of talked about this in another on one of my videos, where if you set it up like an umbrella, like if you think of the content pillars on your channel as an umbrella, that also gives you more flexibility as a creator.
Totally.
To be able to, expand on certain topics and be able to evolve in what it is your channel's, purpose is and what you're meant to talk about.
Yeah. I'm so glad that you brought that up, because I totally agree. When we started our YouTube channel, Darius and I were just trying to reach out to individuals to teach them about life insurance, like, how important it is and how to apply it correctly. And as our channel continued to grow, just other opportunities organically came through having this platform. So in no way, shape, or form did we ever think that we would all of a sudden have swag. I know you guys see Darius and I wearing our shirts, like people want the shirts that we wear. We thought that was crazy, but now recognizing like the movement that we're creating around our message, having, like you said, affiliates where we're either recommending products or people are recommending our products, creating those partnerships. And then I would just say too, like, you don't also recognize the authority that you're creating by just having the platform, because opportunities have come to us just because we have the channel that have significantly, increased our revenue. And those are just things that we had no idea that could come our way. And I know that you've also done sponsorships. I was like, what is that word? And those things kind of come our way as well. But again, it's about like aligning yourself with the right partner and making sure long-term it makes sense. So I can't stress enough behind the business aspect and the monetization and how you can create as much value as you possibly can by just sharing your knowledge and expertise, and then figuring out what is the funnel. When we say funnel, like how are you going to bring people from YouTube into your ecosystem and what that all looks like. So just being very clear on what that process is going to look like is going to be helpful for you.
Yeah. And on your point about authority, you guys have built a community. You guys have had like 50 people plus at one place to see you guys.
That was wild.
And like, I feel like that only happens when you build up a YouTube channel. It's not like building up an Instagram or a short form content platform, right?
That's a good point.
Yeah.
And the community, that's another thing that we've been able to monetize, of just making sure that we're continuing to hold on to all of our beautiful followers in the sense of continuing to provide more value off of YouTube. So for those of you who aren't familiar with our community, go ahead and cue the commercial.
Are you looking for a life insurance policy specifically designed to help you accomplish your financial goals?
And if you have a policy or if you're looking for more education, would you like to be a part of a community with like-minded individuals who are all using life insurance to accomplish their financial goals? If so, click on the link below. We would love for you to join the Wealth Nation Money School. So Darius and I created our community because we recognized that once people got a policy, it's kind of like, okay, what do I do with the policy? And who can I talk to about this? And how can I continue to relate to the people who taught me how to get this? And who else is doing this? And how can I borrow money and things like that? And so we said, let's just create a community. Let's all come together. Let's meet twice a month. And then seeing all the value that comes from that. So again, we never thought that people wanted to continue learning from us and being able to have another opportunity again to monetize our business in a different aspect.
Yeah, I love that. I absolutely love that. I think like the number one thing now that is overlooked are systems.
You can say that again.
So many systems behind the channel. Because if you are a one man or one woman show, and you're by yourself, you could easily be working 25 hours a week. So, it's very important to...
Oh, wait, you said 25 hours. That's a part-time job. You mean like 60 hours.
Yeah. Well, what, a week? Well, I just know, like, when I was before editors, I mean...
Oh, yeah. I'm saying, like, back in the day.
Yeah, like 8 hours to edit a video. I mean...
I was like, wait, you only work 25 hours? In the beginning, you're working night and day to try to make this thing
25 hours just on your channel.
Yes.
That doesn't include all the rest of your life.
I see where you're going.
Yeah. And so you want to get out of that ASAP. And so I think some of the things... the YouTube help advice videos you see on YouTube, they're amazing. Every single tip that you see, like, how to increase your CTR, how to get your next blah, blah, blah subs. It's all valid. It's all real. However, no one's touching on the systems behind the channel. I mean, and what I mean by systems is like, hey, like, where are you going to be able to visually see your video projects? What's scripting? What's being edited? What's already been published, where can you keep your ideas for videos all in one place, the channel management, the pre-optimization, are you going to have the time to do that, to pre-optimize, to post-optimize? And basically what I'm trying to say is there's a lot of moving parts. And what I highly, highly recommend is right away developing your systems by yourself. So that way, when you're able to hire your editor and a channel manager, they can just plug and play into the systems.
I totally agree with that. And I think it's important for you, Marissa, also to share, what you have to offer, because as we're talking about building a YouTube channel, you have significantly helped Darius and I just in our entire journey of having a YouTube channel. For just like having a shoulder to cry on, and then two, being more strategic and optimizing our channel. And this just is something that just like pours out of you. So with the Wealth Nation crew, I want you to understand what Marissa is talking about, because a lot of times people just post a video and they don't know any of the inner workings behind it. And there is so much more that goes into posting a video on YouTube to make sure that you can be seen and followed and that whole process. So go ahead and let them know your offering that you have now.
Yeah. So right now, for the audience of Wealth Nation, we have opened up a few spots for a 35-minute YouTube strategy call. So whether you're just getting started on YouTube, or you have a channel right now that maybe is stagnant, you're feeling overwhelmed, like you're not really sure where to go, definitely click on the link in the bio. There'll be a link where you can book a strategy call with either myself directly, and we also have YouTube coaches that know exactly like what they're talking about, and you'll get tons of value within these 35 minutes, and we can take a deep dive and see like what you can do next, what your 3 top action items are, and then like if my team could help you, then we could explore if that aligns.
Yeah. I can't stress to you how important it is, because regardless if you have 100 subscribers, 10,000 subscribers, or even 100,000 subscribers, there is ongoing maintenance that's going to happen. And if you want to take this seriously so that you can create that financial freedom, so that you can create ownership of your lifestyle, then you always have to be a student. You have to remain a student and continuing to perfect your craft. So we are just so grateful that Marissa is even in our lives personally, because that's all we do is just nerd out on YouTube stuff. Regardless if we wake up, in the middle of the morning, or if it's at dinner, we're always thinking about what is the next thing and how can we do it. And this is just a gift for you to be with us today, Marissa. We were recording a few videos for her channel, and I was like, wait, stay right there. Let's record a video for our channel, because this is very important information for y'all to know, because many of the Wealth Nation community has reached out and said, hey, how do you guys do your YouTube channel? Well, you need to talk to her, because that's really how it all started. And that's her business. This is her bread and butter. This is what Marissa does. We sell life insurance. Okay. So come to us for life insurance, come to Marissa for YouTube knowledge. And it all works out. So Wealth Nation, if you want to continue to learn different ways of creating passive income, then I want you to check out our next video, and don't forget to own your own lifestyle.
Or somebody else will.
Yeah, there we go.